This is today's video review for Tuesday, July 28th, 2015 for Drummond Energy Bands. Please read our trading disclaimer. Today we're going to be discussing trading only for an hour a day. And the reason we suggest only an hour a day is because, of course, the mind is nice and fresh and sharp for that first hour, and after that, the mind doesn't respond quite as efficient as it normally would. We're not going to go into a lot of details about how market structure is important. We teach that in the Masters of the Universe course, and so many traders have so much more knowledge of market structure than perhaps I or Charlie but I mean the key isn't so much as to have a knowledge base. I mean, it's important, but it's also very important to couple that knowledge base with the ability to be able to take action in a very, very high level of confidence. And this is what visual energy analysis does. So I wanted to go through a couple of trades that happened today. Our trader was up quite early from about 8:30 to 9:30 and got in his trading when his schedule allowed him. But first I wanted to just discuss briefly about structures on chart frames. Essentially, in the Masters of the Universe course, we focus in on crests and valleys because they allow the trader to draw a horizontal line like we're drawing one here. You can see this line is drawn as this dotted white line hooks down, and that's a level of resistance that we wait for price to return to, like over here with the down pink arrow. You'll notice that this white dotted line hooks up here, and we draw a green horizontal line with the up green arrow for price to return to for support. This is called a valley. This down pink arrow here is pointing to a white dotted line. This is what we call our midline. You'll notice that this solid white line here on this chart is the midline for the 3000 tick in the NQ. We know this in advance. Now you can see that as the white dotted line hooks down, we draw a crest of resistance and we wait for price to return to it, as you can see here with the down pink arrow. Why do I even show you such a high chart frame of 3000 tick? Because, for example, it does happen on all chart frames. And if your focus is this particular chart to trade, you're waiting for price to get into that level. Now, day traders like to get in a lot of trades. Some day traders like to get in maybe only 3 to 5. A lot would be maybe 20 to 50. It really depends on your focus and your ability to maintain that focus. This chart frame here, as you can see, gave a trader about 4 potential areas to wait for and to assess to determine their trade plan for the day. But we're going to look at a trade chart frame that is for the intraday trader who likes to get in his trading within an hour and get lots of hits and be done. So let's have a look at these same chart patterns on the lower chart frame. Okay, we're using the 600 tick. Our trader has drawn some resistance, starts his trading. Price returns up into here, and you can see as price returns up, doesn't all the way get to this crest of resistance, but we have what is known overlap, this upper energy band and the upper yellow. In that area, you'll look to the right chart that we have a crest forming here. And you'll notice our dots, these blue dots, are staying below this solid white midline. This is a weak energy push up. Our trader, once he gets this red bar here, is short. He's expecting this upper energy band here on the right chart, which is this upper energy band here on the left chart, to be strong resistance. And the market drops down for a little ways, and he stays with the bricks till they start to change color. Now if we look here on the left chart, we've got a new crest. Price comes down, pulls back up into this level of about 41. As you can see on the right chart, we've got the same scenario. Weak dots pushing up into a crest to confirm the left chart's lean. On the red bar here, we're going short at the market. This move here goes down into some lines here that we're not going to go into that are taught in the Master of the Universe course, but essentially gives the trader not a bad little room for profit. I forgot to mention the left chart support level here at about 35. You'll notice that we had red bricks coming all the way down through 35, that this support level was not showing up on our radar as being support. You see here on the left chart as price breaks down through that support, we come down to this white dotted line, generally a place where price gets a push up from. This white dotted line is drawn here on the right chart. You'll notice that as the push goes up, notice how the upper yellow causes the bricks to go sideways to down. That's called brick momentum. We don't have to look to a subgraph to get a read on that. And our dots are staying below the solid white line. This upper yellow is down. As price comes down, we return into the crest of resistance, and on the close of this red brick, we're short because this white dotted line here is not pushing up, and we slice on down through it. Our trader uses the upper yellow to manage the short and stays in until he's comfortable with managing the upper yellow. Our trader only had 3 trades today in an hour, and he's done, and they were all profitable. Now, does this sound too good to be true? Well, everything happens for a reason. Bricks change color from green to red. Leans are drawn in advance. The patterns happen over and over again, are the same. Sure, the understanding of market structure is important, but does your trade chart on the right give clear, precise, and profound signals like ours does? And we teach on the left chart market structure. We get into discussing with traders about blocks, how to read the blocks, where these crests are lining up, as resistance or support. When the yellows are associated with them, we know that a certain upper yellow or lower yellow is going to be down. Blocks help trends to continue. Sometimes we have weak blocks and they don't allow a trend to continue, and sometimes we have strong blocks and they tell us that the block is going to do a job and continue the trend. We have ways to know specifically how that action is going to occur just by the placement of our horizontal lines that we draw and what yellows they're intersecting. We teach all of this in the Masters of the Universe course, but again, it's always the trade chart. Can you see the precise signal of when the red bar turns red? Thank you for listening. If you have any questions, please send an email to jb@drummondenergybands.com.